And I know that each one of us is looking forward to many of the awards that you are about to receive.
So I would like to welcome our guest of honor. At the same time, I would also like to welcome Mr. Mfuzi and each and every one of you to this year's Readathon Week Grand Finale. Okay? So does anybody know what the theme of the week is?
Books are bridges connecting minds to heart.
So books are bridges connecting heart to mind. Okay? That is the theme for the week. What exactly, Aisha, is Readathon Week? What is it all about?
So from my understanding, Readathon Week is a week that helps us connect with our books. It helps us understand our talents either from spelling to reading. It helps us get a better understanding of ourselves when it comes to terms of reading.
Okay, Aisha, how many books have you read so far?
I've read quite a lot, I'm not quite sure.
Can you tell us 3 books that you have read?
I have read Macbeth by William Shakespeare. I have read a book, As Good as Dead. I have read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have read Gangster Granny. I have read, there are quite a number, I can't really recall.
All right, have those books connected, have they made any bridge or connected you to your heart?
Yes, they've made me understand that I actually have a hobby for reading. It helps me calm down in moments which I'm stressed in.
Okay, can we please clap for her? All right, now at this point in time, I'd like to call Mr. Mfuzi to the front so he can introduce our guest of honor for today.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to the 2025 Readathon Week and the grand finale today. It's really an exciting day, and we're all excited because we know you've had a number of activities that you were taking part in, and I know that each one of us is looking forward to many of the awards that you're about to receive for the hard work that you put in, for all the effort that you put in throughout. And in today, as we commemorate this particular day and celebrate reading, we call upon all of us to be attentive and enjoy the rest of the day. Today is not my show. My role is very simple. Mine is to welcome Mr. Mkulama, who is our guest of honor and a lecturer at the University of Zambia, and also a writer, and enjoys reading and enjoys writing and enjoys the knowledge that is found in the book. Please, Mr. Mkulama, you are welcome to come and speak to the students. May we please clap for Mr. Mkulama as he comes on board. Mr. Mkulama, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Thank you. It's your time now to share your thoughts with the young minds that we have at Ashford.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You can take your seats. Good afternoon. Yeah, are you having a good afternoon? Are you having a good Friday? Yeah, I am having a good Friday. I was happy when I was invited to come and talk. I've been to the other school. I've been to Rothspark and spoke there, and was exciting, and so I'm very excited. And the theme, though, is very interesting. Books are bridges connecting minds to heart. Is it hearts to mind? Very encouraging theme. So by way of introduction, let me say thank you first to the school. I would like to say thank you to the school for thinking about inviting me. And I would like to say thank you to Mr. Mason and Mr. Mfuzi, who reached out and said that I would be of influence really here. So briefly, my name is Mr. Abel Mukulama. I am a lecturer at the University of Zambia in the School of Education. So the university has a number of schools. I'm in the School of Education, and I'm in the Department of Library and Information Science. That means that I am in the field of reading, really. I'll put it that way. I'm in the field of reading. I read quite a lot, but I also teach archives and records management. I also teach ICT issues. So to see what these good gentlemen are doing, trying to take videos of us is captivating to me. But I'll go straight to the issue that has brought us here. Books, bridges connecting minds to heart. I would like to start by commending the school and all of you here for taking the time to commemorate and celebrate this very important event and activity that has to do with reading. One of the big minds, Mark Twain, once said, "A man who does not read has no advantage over a man who can't read." Did you hear that? A man who does not read has no advantage over a man who can't read. It's one thing to know how to read. It's another to give reading the time that it requires. It's another to give reading the dedicated time that it requires. And so the one thing that would distinguish you and any other person will be the time that we dedicate to reading. I hope you dedicate the time to actually read. And Rick Holland, another great thinker, argued that the world belongs to those who read. The world belongs to those. I know some of you won't agree with me. Some of you do. But as time goes, we'll realize, hopefully we'll be on the same page. The world belongs to those who read. You know, we live in a dynamic world right now. A number of you are on social media. A number of you are using X and Facebook. And a number of you are doing different kind of activities. But you see, our world has been shaped by books, reading. A lot of what we know is actually in reading. As a university lecturer, one of the things I've had to learn in the 10 years that I've taught is the best performing students, good students, are students that have a very good relationship with their books. I hope you dedicate your time to having a good relationship with your books, because that is what will distinguish you. That will separate you from an average person to the other. Now, there are various benefits to reading, and some of the benefits that I would like to speak to when it comes to reading are, number one, reading improves your focus and concentration. You see, when you read, reading will encourage mindfulness, and it helps learners to develop stronger attention span. Let me explain this. If you follow social media, right, or text messages, most of us receive text messages that are very short. You know, it's 6, 7 words. Okay? Short, right? Now, if you read short messages, you get used to reading short things. All right? I would like to encourage you to focus on reading the things that matter. Number two, another very important benefit of reading is that reading builds vocabulary and communication skills. It's beautiful to see the young ladies who led us in prayer, and most of you who spoke. That didn't just come, it happens because you read. But you see, reading also will reduce stress. A good book, it is argued, provides an escape from the pressure of daily life, offering calm and relaxation. A number of times, life has been tough sometimes on me, and one of my escape areas has been to read a book. When I take time to read a book, stay away from everything else, I relax and get to feel a sense of hope again. But you see, reading also encourages critical thinking. You see, if you're going to be someone who contributes positively in your family, in society, you have to be a critical thinker. A critical thinker is not someone who accepts anything that people say. A critical thinker is someone that thinks through something. When a friend gives you an idea to do something, do you take time to reflect? And we want to build scholars who think critically. Now, I think most of you know the great Kofi Annan. Who knows Kofi Annan in here? All right, I'll tell you. Kofi Annan is a black, he was a black man, a Ghanaian from Ghana. Kofi Annan was the first Secretary General of United Nations. Okay, from Ghana. He was the Secretary General of the United Nations. Who knows who the Secretary General of the United Nations is now? Anyone? Yeah? Do you know? Yeah?
Antonio Guterres. Guterres.
Yeah, Antonio Guterres. Good answer. Look, Kofi Annan was a black man from Ghana, just like you and me. But Kofi Annan was distinguished among all the people in the world who could lead the United Nations because Kofi Annan read. And Kofi Annan said, reading and literacy is a bridge that transports you from misery to hope. And for me, it connects very well with what we're doing. Look, Kofi Annan was a young person just like you, disadvantaged black from Ghana. You see, the UN had all the options to choose from, but they found a one young man, well read. Like I said, reading will distinguish you from any other person. Reading will show that you are above everything else. And so Kofi Annan, a disadvantaged guy, saw the advantage, he was picked, and he says, it will move you from misery to hope. Another thinker, actually, Frederick Douglass, argued that once you learn to read, you are free forever. When you learn how to read, and you read, and you actually read various kind of works, you become free. I feel like that now. No one will lie to me because I read. What's happening in this country right now? Do you know? You know if you read. Yeah. Are they taking over the country? You know if you read. You know, so I encourage you to read. All right? Now, another person now said, look, it's one thing to learn how to read. It's one thing to actually read. He said that just reading is not enough. If you are going to get anywhere in life, ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. And then I'll give a little bit of background. You know, I grew up in Lusaka here, in a family that was not doing very well financially. I'll tell part of my story and what reading has done to me. The time I was in high school, my parents had stopped working. If you read, you understand that in early 2000s, a lot of parents in Zambia lost jobs to what we called an economic crisis, and the economic crisis was caused by loss of jobs. Zambia was changing from one economic system to the other, and most companies had to close. And my father happened to be one of those who lost a job. And misery was making more sense than hope for me. So we moved to a farm. My parents moved to a farm, and as they were building the house, the finances they had finished. And so we lived in a house that was unfinished. So we used to, there was no electricity. This was not there for me. You know, we used to fetch water from a well. Has any one of you fetched water from a well? I used to fetch water from a well, man. If you visit your grandparents, you do that. We would fetch water from a well. And so as I was a grade 10, taken into boarding, I would reflect about how my parents and my siblings lived. And I said, you know what, I want to improve life, move away from poverty. We live like that. And you see, someone came to our school and talked about the importance of reading and worked hard. I took that motivation, I read and worked hard. You know, I did well and I got a scholarship to go and study at the University of Zambia. And when I was at the University of Zambia, still coming from a farm that had no electricity, that had no running water, there was no running water. There I was, the only hope between myself and living a good life was reading, was school. And you see, when I hear the president say that education is an equalizer, those words mean a lot to me. I would walk to the library, university library, find books, read them, and I would read. Because as this gentleman says, reading will separate you from the ordinary, you become extraordinary. I read, I put in work, I worked hard, and I made sure my assignments were done well because I read. And when it was time to graduate, I was actually surprised. I graduated top of my class. Still, after graduating, I went home to Chilanga in a house that had no electricity, in a house that had no running water. And I was now had a degree, distinction. I beat everyone in my class. A few months later, I applied for a scholarship to go study in the UK, and they gave me the scholarship. I came back, I got a job. And now if you go to visit my mother in that farm, you find running water, you find electricity. And then I would like to ask you a question. What do you think changed the situation between where I was without running water and electricity to now reading? Maybe Jesus did it, but he did it through reading. I would like to encourage you, young boys and girls. The thing that you do here, reading, developing a skill to read, is not a simple thing. It could actually save a life. It saved a life for me. It saved a life. Some of my friends who didn't get the principle to this day still live in situations that are not good because they never read. And every time I'm called upon to give a talk on reading, I take it because it saved my life. Like Kofi Annan put it, literacy is a bridge from misery to hope. Now, you guys can read, and I know you guys know how to read, but Ronald Dow warns us, it's one thing to learn how to read. He says if you are going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. Are you ready to read a lot of books? Who's ready to read a lot of books? Let me see your hand. Who's ready to read a lot of books? Who's ready to read a lot of books? Well, we'll see when we look at the prizes that you get. We'll see who read a lot of books. So thank you so much for your attention. This is a little motivation I had. Read, but read a lot of books. Dedicate time to reading because reading is important to you. I thank you.
Okay, that was a very powerful motivation from Mr. Abel, and I would like to encourage each and every one of you to give him another round of applause. All right, at this point in time, we're now going to have our first round of entertainment. We're going to have Shamendi come to the front and give us a speech.
My name is Shamendi Tolopo, a grade 11 student, and I would like to welcome the guest of honor, Mr. Makulama, the deputy head teacher, Mr. Mufuzi, the teachers, and my fellow students. Readathon is a week dedicated to students to help and motivate them to read and love reading. This year's theme, Books Are Bridges Connecting Minds and Hearts, highlights the transformative power of reading. We believe that books have the ability to connect us to new ideas, new perspectives, and new experiences. Bridges the gaps between our minds and hearts. Through literature, we gain empathy, understanding, and insight into the world around us. By celebrating this theme, we aim to inspire our students to develop a love for reading and to discover the bridges that books can build between them. My fellow students, I am sure you agree with me that reading is a key that unlocks the doors to knowledge, imagination, and creativity. It's a passport to explore different cultures, histories, and experiences. Books inspire us, challenge us, and empower us to be the best versions of ourselves. So let's celebrate the power of books and reading. Let's get lost in the pages of a good book and find ourselves in the stories of others. Let's build bridges to new ideas, new perspectives, and new possibilities. Because when we read, we grow, we learn, and become the best selves. Indeed, books are bridges connecting minds and hearts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shamendi, for that wonderful speech. So can I have one Form 1 student? Can I have one grade 9 student? Do we have the grade 10s here? Can I have one of the grade 10s come to the front? Okay, the people that we have in front. So Mr. Abel did mention quite a number of very important things, right? Can you please tell us, from his speech, from his motivation, what really did you learn or what intrigued you from his speech?
So I learned that reading books can take you a long way, because as you read books, you learn new things. And I feel like I'm going to start reading more books now because of his speech. Thank you.
Okay, can we clap for her?
What I learned from his speech was similar to the quote, a man who doesn't read lives one life, but a man who reads lives a million. By reading, you can expand your horizons, and that's what I've understood from his speech. So I'll continue to read more so that I can live multiple lives.
Okay. Please clap for her.
So what I learned from his speech was that reading can let you to have a whole scholarship. Because as he said that he was the best in his class. So like I'm going to be reading a lot, which is basically like studying, and so that I can be the best in my class.
Very good.
I learned that even though we don't read books as often because there's this thing of social media and all those things, that reading books is still important because they're the key to knowledge. So I'm going to read more often.
What I also learned about reading books is that without these books, all of this what we're in, everything that we're seated in, the house that we're in, none of them would be possible without reading. So I think we advise each other that we should read more so that we can build a better generation.
Okay, great. So that's a lot of proof that we have understood one or two things, right? Okay. Now, I would also love to tell you actually what I actually got from him. I got to understand that I should read a lot so that people don't lie to me, right? He said that. We should read a lot so that you're not lied to, okay? It's important for you to stay updated. It's important for you to always know your current affairs, okay? At the same time, he also did mention something very important, that education is the greatest what? The greatest what? The greatest equalizer, okay? So it's very important for us to read. It's also very important for us to get educated. Now, at this point in time, we're now going to be giving awards. Mr. Mfuzi is going to be giving awards to the best speller. I have a question. How many people have watched the movie Aquila and the Bee? Aquila and the Bee. Did you get inspired by that movie? Did you get inspired by the movie? And so the awards that we're going to be giving this afternoon, that Mr. Mfuzi and Mr. Ebel are going to be giving this afternoon, first is going to be the best speller. Mr. Mfuzi.
Okay, so we are going to start with the best speller.
and we'll start with the juniors. We'll start with the Form 1s. So from Form 1 Red, our best speller, the award goes to Grey Haven. Okay, so from 9 Yellow, our best speller is Nurenda Sydney. From 9 Red, our best speller award goes to Takondwa Kapwaya. From grade 10 Red, our best speller award goes to Edward Chibwa. Okay, so we'll accept the award in absentia. Then from grade 11 Red, the best speller award goes to Machacha Sichimba. From our senior most class, the grade 12, our best speller in absentia, the award goes to Chishaka Nalwimba. We move on to the best tongue twister. The best tongue twister. From Form 1, our best tongue twister award goes to Grey Haven. From 9 Red, our best tongue twister award goes to Niza Nangandu. From 9 Yellow, best tongue twister award goes to Momba Luyando. From grade 10 Red, best tongue twister award goes to Muowo Sergio. From grade 11 Red, best tongue twister award goes to Joshua Mbao. We'll ask our high table to take their seats. We'll continue the awards later. We'll call upon our MC.
We're now going to have our second round of entertainment from the Form 1 class. The Form 1 class is going to present to us a poem. All right? Can I have the Form 1s come to the front, please?
Good afternoon to the guest of honor, our deputy head teacher, respective teachers, and my fellow students. Today, my class, Form 1 Read, will be reciting a poem called Bridges of the Heart and Mind. Please sit back and enjoy.
In quiet corners and busy halls, where stories whisper and knowledge calls, lies a bridge made out of words and dreams, connecting souls' depths with thoughts bright beam.
From childhood wonders, eyes wide with hope, to sun minds that seek and show.
They carry us across rivers of doubt, over mountains of fear, through valleys of doubt, guiding us gently from heart's soft core to the vast expanse of understanding's door.
Every line a heartbeat echo, a melody that makes us grow. A melody that makes us grow, linking passion with wisdom's grace together as one.
For in the silence of the printed word, lie bridges that are seldom heard, connecting hearts that ache and yearn, and minds that explore, seek, and learn.
There are pathways where empathy flows, where compassion blossoms and understanding grows, a testament to the power of ink and paper, bridging the gap no matter how far or narrow.
So let us walk these bridges every day, heart to mind, come what may, to be truly one in harmony.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. Thank you.
That was a wonderful performance. Please, let's clap for them. At this point, I'd like to call Mr. Mfuzi and our guest of honor to come to the front and give awards for the best reader, fastest reader, as well as ardent reader.
So now, these are the people that love to read. They are also known as the bookworms. So they borrow books more often in the library. So we'll start with Form 1s. Most ardent reader, Form 1, the award goes to Samiselo Wana. Most ardent reader, grade 9 read, goes to Niza Nangandu. The most ardent reader, grade 9 yellow, goes to Dembele Aisha. Most ardent reader, grade 10 red, goes to Mubukwanu Ntanda. The most ardent reader, grade 11 red, goes to Sikazwe Zanga. Most ardent reader, grade 12, will accept the award on his behalf. The award goes to Daniel Ngonga. So we move on to the fastest reader. Now these ones, they can finish a novel in a minute. So the award from Form 1 goes to Kawanu Christian. The fastest reader, grade 9 red, the award goes to Kasambo Kulemia. fastest reader, grade 9 yellow, the award goes to Jordan Katebe. Fastest reader, grade 11 red, the grade 10 red goes to Mubukwanun Tanda. The fastest reader, grade 11 red, award goes to Chilamwela Mulube. We'll ask our high table to take their seats once again as we proceed with the program.
Can we please put our hands together for the guest of honor and Mr. Mfuzi as well? Can we also put our hands together for everyone that has gotten an award? Why are we not clapping? Are we jealous? Okay, this is just a reminder that tomorrow it can be us, right? We can be the fastest reader, we can be the most ardent reader, so we need to make sure that we take time to read. The library is well stocked, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right? Okay, now we're going to have a performance from grade 10. Can we have a performance from the grade 10s?
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our special coverage of Reading Motivational Week here at Ashford Academy. I'm Muchasenga Mwanakatwe.
And I'm Mwewa Kambove. Today we're excited to bring you the highlights of an inspiring week filled with fun activities and meaningful achievements. Stay tuned.
Reading Motivational Week is a time when students come together to challenge themselves, build confidence, and celebrate learning. It's been a week packed with engaging activities designed to motivate and empower all of us.
That's right. From spelling competitions to exciting scavenger hunts, there's been something for everyone to enjoy and learn from.
Let's start with the spelling bee competition. Our talented students showcased their linguistic skills, spelling complex words with confidence.
Absolutely. The competition was fierce, and congratulations to our winners who now hold the title of spelling champions for this year.
And next up, we have business news.
Representing the business news, my name is Mobitembo.
And my name is Lamnes Lisa.
Today I'm excited to share some inspiring updates about our school's program during this special motivational week. As part of focus on inspiring future entrepreneurs and leaders, we have been highlighting the importance of knowledge, reading, and continuous learning.
Thanks to the collective efforts of our students and staff, our school library has seen remarkable growth this year. We currently have over 5,000 books available, including new titles in business, technology, and leadership genres, and an increase of 20% compared to last year. Moreover, student engagement with reading has significantly improved according to recent surveys.
The number of students borrowing books regularly has increased by 30%. The average number of books read per student has risen 2 to 4. Participation in library events and reading clubs has doubled. These figures demonstrate a positive trend towards fostering a culture of reading and self-education, key traits for future business leaders.
As we continue this motivational week, remember that reading is not just about books. It's about expanding your horizon, developing critical thinking, and preparing for successful futures. Keep exploring, keep learning, and let your curiosity drive you forward.
Welcome to our special segment on how reading and sports can positively impact our lives.
This week, we emphasize motivation, learning, and healthy living through reading and physical activity.
Today, we are excited to highlight the importance of reading and sports during Reading Motivational Week. Both are powerful tools for personal growth, health, and happiness.
Reading expands our knowledge, improves concentration, and enhances vocabulary.
It stimulates imagination and critical thinking.
Working out and reading reduces stress and provides mental relaxation.
Reading and participating in sports teaches teamwork, discipline, and leadership.
Both reading and sports require dedication and practice.
Reading about sports legends and their journeys can inspire young athletes.
Combining reading and sports encourages a balanced lifestyle, mentally and physically.
Let's commit to reading more and staying active. That
was
your
the sports news. Stay motivated.
And next up, we have the weather news.
And now the weather forecast with Sejumu.
And Imani Mumba.
As you can see here, the weather forecast for our area is quite favorable, with temperatures around 25 degrees Celsius. And the wind has light breezes around 10 kilometers per hour. And the sunlight is around 65 to 62% per day.
Now let's talk about why summer is a fantastic time for reading, especially for our secondary school students. First of all, it enhances vocabulary and language skills. Summer reading exposes students to new words and phrases, improving their language proficiency without the pressure of exams. Second of all, it fosters imagination and creativity. Reading stories transport students to different worlds, sparking their creativity and imagination. Third of all, and last but not least, it encourages lifelong learning. Developing a reading habit during summer sets the foundation for continuous self-education and curiosity.
This week's weather conditions are very favorable to go outside and read a book. Remember to stay hydrated and wear sun protection if you're planning on reading outside.
Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed a wonderful reading motivational week.
Finally, we had a book review session where students shared their thoughts on their favorite books. It was inspiring to hear different perspectives and recommendations.
Books open doors to new worlds, and today's reviews reminded us of the importance of reading for growth and motivation.
Before we close up on today's news, let's find out the highlights of this week from our journalists.
This is Ivan Chira reporting live from Ashford Academy near the cafeteria, where we found a boy whose only addiction is book reading. Mushilo says once he starts reading, he can't put a book down. Let's hear his experience. So, Mushilo, how long have you been reading?
Since I was born, I love books first.
Okay. What is it like to be addicted to book reading?
Being addicted to books, it's like I've learned a lot through the books that I've read. And like the white people said, the only way that you can hide something from a black man is through hiding it in a book. And I've been exposed to many morals and character and values that help me grow.
Okay, last question. How would you say reading has helped you through your school life?
Reading has helped me in my school life, especially in my secondary school life, because it helps me learn and understand what the teachers teach me, and I'm being exposed to more than just the data I'm given, but I'm exposed to an advanced level.
Thank you for sparing us your time, Mushilo.
What an amazing week it has been. Reading Motivation Week has truly inspired all of us to aim higher and believe in ourselves.
We thank everyone who organized and participated in these activities. Here's to many more weeks of learning and motivation.
This is Mwita Senga,
And this is Mwewa.
signing off from Ashford Academy News. Have a motivational day ahead.
Please, can we clap for them? For now, we're going to have Mr. Mfuzi and the guests of honor come to the front. Can we please clap for them? Can we please give them a round of applause?
Best letter writer Form 1. The award goes to Mwale Tabo. Best letter writer, grade 9 red, goes to Emanuela Migelo. Best letter writer, grade 9 yellow, goes to Sydney Nirenda. Best letter writer, grade 10 red, the award goes to Namkoko Lukundo. We accept the award on her behalf. Grade 11 red, best letter writer award goes to Katendi Maloza. We are going to accept the award on her behalf. Best letter writer, grade 12, will also accept this award on her behalf, goes to Mukosai Matimba. We move on to the next set of awards, Most Creative Artist. Now, we do know that we were given an assignment to interpret our theme, and art allows us to be able to express our emotions and feelings. And there were quite a number of charts that we saw. We just want to say well done. So from Form 1 red, the most creative artist award goes to Suntwa Jade. Grade 9 red, most creative award goes to Enoch Muyobela. From 9 yellow, the most creative artist award goes to Momba Luyando. From grade 10 red, most creative award goes to Imani Mumba. From grade 11 red, most creative award goes to Tinae Matoe. We accept the award on her behalf. Most creative award, grade 12. In absentia, we will accept this award. Goes to Elizabeth Wamulume. We move on to the highest reading age. From Form 1 red, the award goes to Malasha Hezekiah. The highest reading age, grade 9 red, the award goes to Chilangwa Lubuto. Who accept the award on her behalf. From grade 9 red, once again, Nicholas Nitegeka. Highest reading age, grade 10, red, award goes to Edward Chibwa. In absentia, we accept the award. Grade 11, red, we accept the award on his behalf. It goes to Chilombo, Sweden. And grade 12, red, we accept this award once again, goes to Nalwimba Chishaka. We move on to the overall fastest reader, junior. Overall fastest reader, junior. The award goes to Katebe Jordan. Senior, overall fastest reader senior, the award goes to Momokwanu Tanda. Overall best letter writer junior, the award goes to Emanuela Miguel. Overall best letter writer in absentia, the award goes to Namkoko Lukundo. Overall best tongue twister junior, the award goes to Momba Riando. The overall best tongue twister senior, overall best tongue twister senior, the award overall best tongue twister senior, the award goes to Mbao Joshua. Overall best speller junior, the award goes to Takondwa Kapwaya. Overall best speller senior in absentia, the award goes to Edward Chibwa. Overall most ardent reader junior, overall most ardent reader junior, the award goes to Niza Nangandu. overall most ardent reader senior, the award goes to Mubukwanu Tanda. The most creative artist junior, the award goes to Luyando Momba. The last award of the day, most creative artist senior. In absentia, the award goes to Tinaye Matoe. We'll now ask our high table to proceed and take their seats as we call the MC of today.
Like Mrs. Hampu put it, we are all winners. This is simply a challenge for each and every one of us that next year we should also leave this room with an award, right? At this point in time, I would like to call the grade 11s for their presentation. Thereafter, we're going to give our closing remarks.
Art comes in many ways, shapes, or form. Through music, through theater, and poems for sure.
In every book, a world is born. Silent pages, yet so adorned. 1,000 whispers call our name, as ink and paper spark a flame. Through words we journey far and wide. Across the seas, through time we glide. Each page a bridge, a path to walk, a place where our heart and minds can talk.
Literature reflects the deepest fears, the joys, the pain, the unshed tears. It shows the world as we have seen, in colors bold, in shades unseen. It challenges our hearts to grow, to understand, to heal, to know. In every story, truth and lies, we face our fears and realize. Thank you.
Like the theme goes for this year's readathon, books are bridges connecting heart to mind. Now, in closing, Sue is going to give our first vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Swilanji Nakazwe from Form 1 Red, and I'm here to give a vote of thanks to our special guest of honor who took time out of his day to come and speak to us today. Personally, I would just like to say thank you so much for the speech you gave us. I was really inspired and I learned a lot. And one of the things that really got to me was the story that you told about how you grew up and where you grew up and where you are today. And it really motivated me to read more as a person that wants to be a lawyer. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and talk to us today. I was really inspired. And to the people that took their time to be here with us to organize this event, I'd like to say thank you.